Hi and welcome to You Are the Chef. I'm Heidi and we're here today at the Longement Hotel, Shanghai. Well, all this week we're going to be creating some amazing dishes using prawns. Yeah, baby. Well, whether they're stir-fried, poached or deep-fried, when you're cooking with seafood, you cannot go wrong when it comes to prawns. So, shall we get started? Let's go meet the chef. Today we're working with Shanghai chef David Young. Having spent 21 years in the culinary industry, David is a veteran as well as a leader of his trade. As a well-motivated chef, David pushes creative food concepts with his modern culinary techniques, particularly in Italian cuisine. And his skill in cooking with prawns? Well, let's find that out ourselves, shall we? As you should know, when it comes to cooking prawns, the possibilities are endless. Today we'll be using jumbo prawns with balsamic orange onions. Wonderful prawns seasoned with salt and black pepper, combined with orange zest, balsamic vinegar and fresh rosemary for a nice kick. Certainly a dish worth exploring. Okay, so we're on to our next dish. So we are using the same sort of prawns we used yesterday. They're very sweet, they're very tender, but they're also quite juicy inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We used these prawns
Yep.
with the stir-fry with the vegetable.
Okay.
With the balsamic vinegar.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. We first clean the prawn
The
first.
prawns. Okay.
We move these hands.
Okay, so we don't need the head then this time.
We use the whole meat.
Okay. Do we have to fry the head first before we add water, or we can just boil water and add the prawn head to it?
The first with the stir-fry.
Stir fry.
Keep the flavor is out.
Okay.
So after we put the stock, just to make the good soup.
Okay, and then we can freeze that, can't we? So what are we doing now?
Just cut.
Down the back side of it.
Yes. Cut.
Yep.
Because
Take
a lot
out
of
the vein. Yep. Yep. They're good.
we keep the tail.
Keep the tail. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Okay, we've got a few here already.
Yes.
So what's the next step?
Next, we serve with the prawn.
So do you want me to heat this pan up?
Yes, keep on. Okay, put a little bit of the olive oil. Now we cut the onion.
Okay, and we're using a white onion.
Use the white one. Just the normal slice.
So very thin slices.
Yes.
So we want to keep them in just slices then?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, keep the
Is
hot.
that pan, how do you think? Nice?
Yes. Oil. Not very strong fire. Just a little bit. Put some garlic, chopped garlic.
Okay. Do you have something I can use to mix this with? There we go. Okay. Got to really make sure that our garlic doesn't burn here.
And some long beans.
Long beans. Now, have these long beans already been cooked?
Yes, already been
So
cooked.
they've been blanched?
Yes.
Right? How do you blanch it? In water, hot boiling water?
Hot boiling water after we put the ice.
Okay, so
They should be to keep the color.
how long do you put them in the hot water?
Just 2 minutes.
2 minutes, pull them
Yes,
out. Okay.
yes.
Might turn this down a little bit.
And the capsicum also sliced.
Okay.
And use the orange. Orange, we don't use the meat, we use the skin.
Really? Okay.
Just fry
Now we're going to put in our prawns.
prawns.
Now we need to be careful now,
Yes.
not tossing it too much.
But this time we need a marination first. We put the seasoning for the last minute.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, put more oil, just the pan fry, stir fry, golden color for the prawns.
We're going to continue to fry this. While we do, let's take a commercial break. Hi and welcome back to You Are the Chef. All this week we're learning how to cook some amazing dishes, all using prawns. Now this dish, we've actually got a prawn with vegetables with an orange sauce, and it's going to be amazing. We're just cooking this now, so I'm going to put this heat back on because it was quite high. so we're just cooking that side. We're not going to stir fry this just yet.
We use the vegetables, the flavor, match with the prawn together.
Okay, so we're going to get that. Yeah. Now, one of the unusual things that we've done is put this orange skin in it. You can see here, we're not going to eat it, but it's going to add a lot of flavour because of the oils that are actually in the skin. Turn them over, look at that. It's just caramelised on top beautifully. Oh, you want to turn them up? Flip it over, and then this one flip over too. Nice.
Okay. After just we separate with the vegetable together.
So we're getting all that flavour. A little bit more olive oil.
No, this is a red wine.
White wine.
Yes, white wine. Only the white wine for the seafood.
Yeah, yeah. Because of the colour and the flavour, go best. And actually, generally, the wine that you would cook with is also the one that you would drink after. So if you're using a white wine with your seafood, then you would probably also, we generally drink white wine with seafood too. If you're using, like, for instance, a beef and you're putting red wine into it, we would also generally have a red wine with the beef.
Okay, now put some seasoning, bell pepper, salt.
Nice.
Okay. This is especially last minute, put a
balsamic vinegar into it. Well, that's a different sort of touch to it, isn't it? It's completely different. Yes, why do we put this in it?
Just to keep the flavor.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Yes. Okay, very quickly for the stir fry.
So you don't want it to burn because now the vinegar in it, it's really going, because it's got a lot of sugar in it, it'll burn so quickly and then it becomes bitter. You don't want that to happen. And you know what it's like when I'm cooking. Okay, done. So you want to serve it up now? Okay, I'm going to just throw it in. Yes. You can do what you want with it after. How does that sound?
Okay, this is for the taste. Put some lemon zest.
Okay, why are we putting this lemon zest in?
Lemon is very, very fresh.
Okay, so we've got a lot of, like, the balsamic is kind of a deep and earthy
more,
sort of...
but did put some lime flavor.
Okay, so it livens it up. Great. Okay. You can see, obviously, we're wanting a really dry sort of effect here, so we're not squeezing the juice into it. So you're getting a nice flavour from that skin, which is very intense citrus lemon sort of flavour. Okay, but I have to say, it still looks pretty good, doesn't it?
We just put some the cherry tomato on top of just a low one. Don't need the stir fry.
Right, okay.
Just for the
also just a bit of decoration, but also it's very fresh sort of flavour to it.
And also put the basil leaf. This is already deep fried.
Oh, why deep frying? Why don't you put fresh into it?
Deep fried, the taste very crispy.
Really?
If they have the normal leaf, this is with the water.
It's too soft. Okay, but can it still have the basil flavour?
Yes, basil flavour.
Yes, still strong flavour?
No. We don't need some basil because the reduction for the balsamic is also strong.
Okay, this looks amazing and I want to get stuck into it, but first just let's review the steps that we took to get to this point. So we took our prawns and then we took off the heads and then we deshelled it. Once we've done that, we then seasoned it. We then take our vegetables. We put them into the hot pan. We put in our onions first, then we put in our garlic, then our bell peppers, and we want to sort of fry that off. Then we actually put in some orange skin. Start to fry it together. Then we added our prawns into it, make sure that it's got a nice caramelized sort of a look on the outside of it. So we flip it over, mixing it with all of those ingredients. Then we're going to top it off with something very unusual, and that is the balsamic vinegar. Make sure that the pan's not too hot at this point. We then finish it off, take it to the side and plate it, and then finish it off with some deep fried basil and also some lemon skin. All right, it's ready and I'm ready to eat it. Cooking your prawns with the shells on tends to keep all that flavour locked inside. Not only that, it helps so that you don't overcook it, which means that the prawns are going to be beautiful and tender inside. And that's my tip of the day. Okay, Let's try some of this, shall we? This prawn looks absolutely amazing. Let me get some of these veggies to go with it. I absolutely love these prawns. They're firm, they're juicy, and they're so sweet. And by putting that acidic sort of orange peel with it, it just brings them to life. And also finishing off with that lemon, it's got this depth with that balsamic vinegar, the sweetness to it, but also an earthiness, and then it's just freshened up with the citrus fruit, so it sort of bursts in your mouth, and it's really got an amazing flavour together. This is so much fun, learning how to cook different ways with prawns. Now, this is a spectacular dish. Thank you so much, David. Remember to stay tuned because we've got more wonderful dishes all using prawns this week. We'll see you then.